Okay, this is a big one for today. It's Valentine's Day today, and we've got an interesting little treat for you all, folks. So this will be an interesting one that I picked up from the op shop. I think it was yesterday. Let's see how we go with this one. I don't know how big we're going to make it. I think we're going to reduce it. Can't be bothered trying to get second guess. I'm going to go negative positive. We'll just get this set up. Going to go red for Valentine's Day. I'm going to make it negative. Alright, let's see what this Valentine thing is. It is a wooden affirmation, the word love, which is supposed to be present in relationships. I don't see it. I don't see the relationships of today are really full of any kind of true love. I just get the feeling that it's an empty void. This is a bit bigger than a B4. I see it as an empty void that relationships have just really, they just don't have the substance that they should have. And I just really feel, nah, fuck it. I really miss my partner Luigi. And I know that I love him, and that he loves me. And it's really difficult dealing with the loss of a loved one, someone that you truly care about. And people are just celebrating Valentine's Day. I get the feeling they're trying to make a compromised relationship more enhanced by buying things. Trying to compromise, make the relationship more pleasant. They don't seem to realise that this is looking quite nice. I was wondering if I wanted that bar at the bottom, but basically it really comes across that people are trying to make a relationship work that's really a dead horse, and trying to kick a dead horse. It really doesn't work like that. It doesn't work very well. I'm just trying to see where I can put this. I'm just going to redonate it. I don't like affirmations. I do find them annoying. Like, the whole idea of them just seems... It's like you're trying to make yourself happy just by putting up words, and words, which is the way of the world as we know it, is not good enough. I don't want words, I want action, true love, and not just actions like buying flowers and chocolates. If the relationship is on the rocks, break up. Oh, of course, I don't believe in divorce, but that's a problem. That's the problem. You end up married and you're not happy. And yeah, I don't believe in divorce, but I do believe in a relationship that's on its last legs. That's the word love. Wondering if we're going to use that as a master copy. But basically I just Fuck this user interface. Just lost my fucking way. Hate it. But you just can't take a relationship that's shit and turn it into something good when it wasn't even meant to be. But divorce is something that I don't agree with, except under the most extreme circumstances, like if your partner has been unfaithful, but it's still not. That's a hard one, to deal with a relationship that's going nowhere fast and you're married to that person, and that's really a bad situation to find yourself in. But I'm going to make this into something else once I've printed this one off. So I'm just going to show this. So this is the word love, and yeah, it looks very Valentine-ish. We're going to do something different with the one on the glass, so we'll just show you that one. And it's really difficult dealing with divorce, and I'm not an expert on all this stuff, I'm just telling you from my own experiences. We're going to turn this into a movement piece. I'm just telling you folks from experience. I've been in bad relationships myself that were going nowhere fast, so I have got some lived in experience of bad relationships and the vibes they give off. And I'm loving a person. I love somebody who I know is my partner for life. The only problem we have is I can't find him. He's not around. His name is Luigi, and I'm truly in love with him, and I'm trying to get all this stuff to go on television to find him. And it's not as easy as it looks, trying to get my work out there. But I like to comment on things that concern people. And that includes the issue of love. Anyway, that looks interesting. I think it's going to be a minimalist piece. We're just going to enlarge off the edge and just use this and enhance that. But basically I'm really feeling lonely away from my partner. I'm really feeling the pinch that I just can't exist without him much longer. And I truly love him, and I made mistakes when I was young, and I've been in relationships with the wrong kinds of people, and I had one guy that wanted to marry me, and I was thinking of just going along with it because I didn't feel like I could get out of that dreadful that relationship, so I was trapped. He was obsessive and possessive, and I just couldn't just get away from him. I remained under his control for more than 2 years and I think 2.5 years, and I was miserable, folks. And he and I were going to marry, or that was the plan. So I'm telling you, got to be fucking careful who you date, who you go out with, and who you eventually marry. Don't just marry because they want you to. Don't fucking... it was terrible. It was a horrible relationship. Sexual abuse as well. Financial abuse. So it was not a good relationship in any way. It was terrible. Now that looks a bit too blendy. So I'm really telling you, folks, you've got to find the right person. You've got to know that it's the right person, not just following just because you feel somehow indebted to them, or you feel that you're powerless against them. You got to love them, and that's a hard word to describe to a lot of people. Even my dad doesn't know what love is. He told me when I was 10, so he basically doesn't know. And now we've got a bit of lovely green contrasting with that, so that looks a bit better. But I'm really missing my partner Luigi, and no one else can replace him. There's no substitute for him, for his quality that we have. And it is hard to know if you love someone. That is true, extremely true. Wondering if we could enlarge it a bit on the horizontal. So we're going to make it 114. Yeah, that looks interesting. It's starting to look more pink than blue, than red, should I say. That's what happens when you move the hue. I do like this one better. I do think it's more interesting, and you've got some yellow, more yellow, kind of like breaking through. Actually, I think the enlargement's too big. Because I was thinking it was going that way. Tough choice, folks. I'm just going to get rid of that 114, go back to 110. But pink's also a bit of a lovey-dovey sort of colour as well. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. I've got more of this. But I'm really missing my partner. And I don't want to date another person. Some people have told me I should move on. Even my mum, my mum, who means well, she thinks that I don't have much or any hope of finding him. But I can't, even though she means well, I can't give up on this person, Luigi. He's precious. He's precious to me, folks. And I love him that much that if he is found, if it is possible that he is married or dead, I'd rather be dead. I can't live without Luigi much longer. I could easily die of a broken heart. And that's love, Weege. Now I just know, that was me. Sometimes I talk to Weege as if he's with me, but I don't mean it. It's not because I'm sick. It's therapeutic. It's something I'm trying to do therapeutically to deal with the loss. I'm trying to deal with the loss, so I pretend he's hearing me. I know he's not. So yeah, don't get me confused. I just miss him, and I just went. I was meant to talk to you folks, but I said it to him. It shows how much I really love this man and I really miss him, and it cuts me to pieces that I can't locate him, so I've got to go on television, otherwise it'll never happen. Anyway, a little bit minimalist, but not bad. I think now we can call it quits.